Okay, so lately I have been kind of down and just kind of sad. Not for really any reason, just hormonal, I guess. But Mike's been really super helpful and just really tried to keep everybody's morale up and been really sweet, and that helps a lot. And that being said, we went to Gardnerville this weekend and we were having a really good time. And then one day at breakfast, he and I were talking, and he's just like, "Do you ever really worry about the future? Like, what you're gonna do, and um, what are you doing? Um, like, where you're gonna be in 10 years, whatever." Like, no, not really. Like, I plan on getting my JD, at least, Juris Doctorate, for law, and then maybe an MBA, so I can become like one of the higher ups on the corporate lawyer ladder after I go to law school. So, I mean, no matter what I do, I'm going to be fine. And I know that he's going to, his family, his dad started a business, a very successful business, so his whole family is really well off. And I mean, he's got the army, like, he'll always have something to do. So, but he was kind of worried about, I'm like, well, I mean, what are you worried about? He's like, I just really want to be, like, able to provide for my family. I'm like, well, I mean, that's kind of a team effort, don't you think? And he's like, well, once me and my wife have kids, um, I'd really like for her to stay at home and raise the kids, because I just don't think kids should be raised in a daycare. And that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, just because I have such like big dreams, like I don't want to I don't want to just be a housewife ever. I mean I could potentially, if I needed to, if something went horribly wrong, but that's not something that I'd ever considered doing, or not. I guess it's sort of doing. Anyway, um, I don't know. That just kind of bummed me out a little bit. But he was raised with a stay-at-home mom, and his dad ran the business, and that's just his traditional view, whatever. But I mean, I was raised with a single mom and a little sister who I had to take care of half the time, and my mom just kind of raised me to be self-sufficient and really like the value of earning your own way, and making sure that you don't ever have to depend on anybody else except for yourself, and just being a really strong, independent woman. And I don't know, it just kind of upset me that he would ask for me to give up my career and like my degrees, my 8, 9 years of college, after um, all that time, like just kind of trying to like invest in something that I would really like to do for the rest of my life for children. And I mean, I'd never used to want children ever. I thought that they were horrible, awful creatures, and sometimes I still do. But I mean, I think I'd like to have kids, but I don't know if I would necessarily choose kids over a career. But I mean, we'll cross that road when we get to it. But I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, just because he's got some like traditional, old-fashioned ideas, doesn't change anything. Like, you still love him. He's still an amazing, amazing guy, and just because he asks doesn't mean he gets. So, I mean, I just kind of let it get to me a little bit. But after talking to my mom, I felt a lot better, and I've been a lot better lately the past couple days. And I had a really, really good vault practice today and on Tuesday, so that's coming together. And he's been trying to cut back on spending, and I mean, I get that. I still have to call and order his Christmas present, which is going to be expensive, and figure out what I want to get my mom and stepdad for Christmas. But I've been kind of tight on cash. I don't have an income, so me spending is really, really hard. Him spending isn't so hard. He makes it seem like it's hard, but I mean, it's his money, so I'm not going to tell him that he has enough to spend or doesn't. But I got a little bit dolled up, so I'm hoping that maybe we can go out to dinner, because we've been kind of like crazy busy lately with school and pole vault and army, always army. We haven't really. Okay, you're done being my friend. We haven't really done too much for us. I mean, except for the weekend, which was really nice to get away, but I mean, still. So I'm hoping, if not, then I'll just make like pasta or something, and I have to clean up a little bit. Stop! You stay right there and don't come over here. I'm gonna pout because she's mean. Just like make pasta or something or pizza so we can have a nice night in. I don't really care. I just want us to be normal again. That's all I want. Just a little bit of normalness in my life for once.